Alright, once again, the long claw of the law. One thing that's actually very confusing is I've been playing through the game on my own time to unlock presents for every character's story mode. Waluigi, Daisy, and DK were like the last characters I played through their story modes. So I'm actually having trouble, like, I have to keep in mind that I'm actually Yoshi this time. Alright, we're building up our coin lead. I feel like compared to Boo's Haunted Bash, this is another slightly slower board because you have to stop and pay coins, and you have to stop at the Banana Ukiki Junction. So yeah, this is kind of like Goomba's Greedy Gala. This is probably one of these slower paced boards. I never minded it as much, partly because it doesn't come up as often as like the luck checks in Goomba's Greedy Gala. 43 coins this time, but Waluigi picks. I didn't really have a strong preference for either of these, but this is okay. One thing I actually noticed when I played the butterfly minigame on my own time is the amount of butterflies actually slows down the game. And again, I don't know if it's just because this is a really old GameCube, or if that's just a hardware or like a programming limitation because this was such an early GameCube game, but it's something I noticed that like that is one minigame that actively slows down considerably whenever I've played it. Almost got hit by the fire there, but narrowly avoided it. So yeah, if it hits a spot where there is no wall, it will keep charging until it runs into something. Well, we definitely have the coin lead by a sizable margin. Our only problem now is everyone else has like no coins. We have 54 coins. Will we be able to get over to the star before someone else can get over to the star and also get enough coins for it? Because of the banana luck-based like junction, there is the problem of we don't really get to decide where we go on this board. That might be a happening space, so we're actually paying a lot of— oh wait, we barely missed it. Excuse me, but would you invest 5 coins and help me build my Koopa Cabana? Thank you very much. By the way, the current level of investment is 25 coins. I think the next upgrade is coming up pretty soon, like at 30 coins, but no one's even close to it, so we might not see it for a bit. Yeah, the music in this game is really catchy, like a lot of the board themes I really like. For Shy Guy's Jungle Jam, I'm pretty sure— I think the song is originally from Yoshi's Island, but also, I recognize it from this game actually, but it's also used for, the Yoshi Village in the first Paper Mario. I remember hearing that song for the first time and thinking, hey, it's the song from Shy Guy's Jungle Jam, even though that came out later than Paper Mario. Another 1v3 with Waluigi, but he passed the star, so we don't have to worry. There really aren't that many 1v3 minigames, huh? I feel like I've been fairly critical about this playthrough. So I do want to reiterate that this is my like childhood Mario Party game. I still really like this game as much as I point out some of its major issues. Good start, but also something to keep in mind is I am actually trying to do every playthrough on my own time, so I've done like 4 playthroughs in the last week, so that's also making me a little bit more tired of some of these minigames because I've had to play them a lot of times. You know, if I was able to actually like spread out the 8 playthroughs, I would actually probably be less burnt out. Luckily it's only a 15-turn game for story mode, so at least it doesn't take very long, even having to play multiple times. Also, Waluigi had no coins, so he's not exactly a threat at the moment. Part of me almost wonders if I should have gone with normal difficulty instead of easy. I really wasn't feeling confident about like the AI just being really relentless, and a game where I basically have to actually win the board. Again, if I didn't have to win, I actually wouldn't care about playing on easy or normal. Hard difficulty, I would not feel up to actually going through that. But normal probably would have been doable, but certain boards would be like a little much, and I'd have to end up restarting a bunch just to actually finish the board in first. Once we get to Mario Party 5, because I actually want to redo Mario Party 5, that was actually one of my very first playthroughs. My 3rd ever Let's Play, so I want to redo that game at some point. And I'll probably go through the story mode and the boards separately, which will be interesting. It's Yukiki's Banana Peel Junction. Whichever way you go, the banana's to blame. Well, we finally got out of that junction, so we can actually make progress towards the star, but DK is right on our heels. So yeah, basically that game has a dedicated story mode and boards, like specific versions of each board for the story mode specifically. So what I'd end up doing is go through the story mode and then go through the boards regularly. Probably a 15-turn game, kind of like this, this format. Assuming my GameCube actually still works by then. Again, it's honestly lasted way longer than I ever thought it would. So there's a mini-game. There's a magic lamp in there, so that's not my favorite thing in the world to see. Not that DK has enough coins. The thing that actually bothers me more right now is he's landing on a chance time space, or a reversal of fortune. I'm guessing the directions are random because I don't know why you pick a mini mushroom instead of a magic lamp, but here we are. Completely off topic, I'm not going to say anything in detail because of spoilers, but I just said the phrase, but here we are, and I just immediately thought of a different game, and how basically the phrase, and here we are, has become a thing. And that's all I'm going to say. I'm not even going to specify which game it is, but to be fair, this is actually coming out long after like a spoiler period for this game would be over, but still, for recent games, I tend to not talk too much about spoilers, but yeah, just that phrase is just so ingrained in terms of associating it with that specific game. If you know what game it is, you 100% will know what game it is. Oh, that's bad. That could have been worse. I was afraid it was landing on trade coins, which would have been really awful. We have plenty of coins to spare, to be honest. No one's even close, so the coin record is like over 50 now, and I don't know if anyone's gonna reach that anytime soon. I mean, I would have preferred to be left out of that scenario entirely, but hey, it could have been worse. Alright, Toad's Quick Draw. I think I talked about this last time, but as a reminder, there's a little bit of auto-aim. You might notice that when we hover over a balloon, a circular cursor will appear over it, which is, yeah, basically an auto-aim. As long as the circle's there, you will connect. So it is fairly generous, thankfully. You know, trying to do precise aiming with a GameCube controller probably would not be the best thing in the world. So yeah, it's fairly generous. We need one more balloon. We have to build up our coins now that we've lost 20 of them. I actually don't remember where she is, but that might put her in the running for the star. Now we are in the running for the star, actually. That was very fortunate for us. We're like 10 spaces away, under 10 spaces away now. Knowing my dice luck, will we get 10 spaces? I don't know, probably not. And that's only coins. I was a little bit worried. Not that I should worry, we still have a sizable lead. That's actually good for us. Not to see the rest of the cabana, sadly, because now it's going back to its default level. Actually, I don't think it will exist, actually, entirely. So yeah, the cabana's gone. We have to start building it up again, which I'll do right now. Or not. I didn't roll high enough. Now Daisy's lost 20 coins or so, which is actually basically the amount of coins we just gave her. I see what DK's doing and I do not approve. I do not like this. Luckily, he did not roll 1. To be fair, he could have also been going for the happening space, which would have made sense too. Alright, next up is... Alright, Stamp Out. We actually got a new minigame. This one's pretty fun. So this is actually one of the only minigames that isn't color-coded to the character and is instead color-coded to the player order. But one interesting thing is you can actually mash A to kind of like scoot along, but you can also hold A to like jump a little bit. Obviously you cover more ground this way, so I would recommend it. I also wouldn't recommend holding it all the way because you're actually, there's kind of like a fine line between like maximizing distance and time of charging up, in my opinion. You definitely also want to cover up your opponent's color as well. Feels like it's been a while since we've seen a new minigame. So I think Daisy is pretty close to the star, but also doesn't have enough coins. So unless there's like a battle minigame for like a sizable amount of money, I don't think we have anything to worry about. That's something to kind of worry about. The AI tends to prioritize specific items, which makes sense. But I also feel like they kind of go for items based on a character level. Daisy definitely has Happening Star. I think that's a safe bet. Also, there's no cabana, so she didn't have to pay any money, which is good for her, but she also does only have 1 coin. Excuse me, would you invest 5 coins to help me build my Koopa cabana? Thank you very much. By the way, the current level of investment is 5 coins. Congratulations, Yoshi! Would you like to trade coins for a star? Well, here's your star. The next star you need is right here. The star is now over here. Do your best to get this one. We have 3 stars and 33 coins, but I'm actually going to buy something because Waluigi's gonna steal from us anyway. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is the item shop. What can I get you? It just makes sense to not hold on to coins, especially if we are going to lose a bunch anyway. The AI might prioritize DK also, because he has more coins than us. You know, if we have like 6 coins and Waluigi steals all 6, that doesn't really benefit him that much. Yeah, this board is very unique, and I don't entirely know if I like it as much as I used to, but I still like it.